Okay, so let me ready up. Yep, I'm there as Canada. So yeah, as soon as we get in a faction together, I'll transfer you all of the land that is yours.
Yeah, I should be able to make a faction not too long.
Okay, I'm a long ways away because I need Japan and the U.S. to be fighting or justifying on each other, and
Well,
that
that'll be a while.
yeah, it will happen because the U.S. does still control Hawaii. That's like one of the few places they still have, and the U.S. or the Japanese are going to want that, so it will happen.
Japan doesn't declare war on us.
I don't think they will. I was looking at their tree the other day when we were playing, and their focus is specifically, I think. So for one, they had the Philippines, and then let's see. Let me go look at their.
Well, they're welcome to the Philippines.
Yeah. What is? All right, hold on. I'm gonna go look at their stuff real quick because this could be important to know. Where is Pearl Harbor? Where is Pearl Harbor?
In Hawaii.
What? Yeah.
Oh, you mean the focus?
Yeah. I don't know if it has a name.
So I finally have enough intel to be able to, probably because I have ships in the area, to see these troops that landed or trying to land in the Yucatan.
Yeah.
They did manage to secure an airbase, which is unfortunate, but not a port.
Yeah.
And I'm moving more people to support. I really should probably recruit more troops as well into his army.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think one of our main problems is going to be manpower for a while.
Yeah. Oh, that's my main problem right now. Like, yeah.
Like I have 56,000, but I need to make more brigades to defend our coastline.
I'm still actively reinforcing. I literally don't have enough right now. Yeah, I'm leaving the far north front in Quebec or whatever, Labrador. I'm leaving that for now. I'm not gonna bother because that's probably gonna cost some manpower. I'm gonna try to get the New England side done first because that's definitely more urgent. Okay. Yeah, I guess we can unpause. I think I'm good to go because I mean, I don't have a lot to deal with right now.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to look at what I was doing.
Yeah.
You know, I was trying to make sure they don't get a port over there. I've got some people defending in New England, or are we attacking? They're attacking us. France is attacking us in New England, so we need. I mean, I have some forces up there. That's mainly all we will take.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, the main problem right now is that I don't have. Here, I can move some guys into position. Let me do that. Let me.
That's green went black for a second. I'm not really sure why.
Oh, that's weird. Alright. Yeah, I can work on defending up here. Yeah, I'm just thinking about.
These provinces in Labrador are very good.
Yeah.
But we've pushed them back to 2, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh wait, no. Okay. There's one that I think we should try to kill. I don't really know how to read what I'm looking over there.
Which part?
I'm looking at Labrador.
Oh, okay. So they only have one port there. That's supplying all those armies. So
yeah.
I'm actually thinking, you know, I have an idea. If I try to naval invade it. Bayot, the point of this game, it's a World War II simulation game. Lots of times you can do alternate history stuff and everything, and it so like for instance, Jak and I are I am communist Canada and he's socialist or communist Mexico. They make no distinction.
Mm-hmm.
And we wrecked the U.S.A. together. And now we're going to try to, I guess, puppet the rest of the world and make everyone communist. Something like that.
So I'm going to unpause. I think we definitely need to contain what's going on here.
Yes.
Because it doesn't look great.
Yeah, I'm going to work on that immediately. I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm circling some of my infantry, because my infantry are the main ones who can actually do stuff. Oh, I was like, why are they not moving? Am I... Oh, Cairo. To Italy. Okay, interesting. Not surprising. Not particularly surprising. Okay. Yeah, I'm mobilizing 0.06, 0.006. Wow, gosh darn it. So that's like, that's 0.1 every 2 days. No, 0.01 every 2 days. 0.01% of 10 million is not a lot.
What do you mean are we looking at there?
I'm just looking at how much I'm mobilizing per day. Because, so, I don't know, actually, you might not know this. When you change your manpower laws, they don't change instantly anymore.
Oh.
It takes a long time, yeah. So, like, depending on your war support, I think. So if you hover over your manpower, you might still be working up towards it. Probably are. If you recently changed your stuff.
Mobilizing. Yeah. Where do I see this?
So it'll be like right under under the total manpower number when it shows the percent. If there's no thing in parentheses, then that means
no. It's all mobilized.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't really changed my laws too drastically.
Yeah, that makes sense then.
Mostly because I have a slightly bigger population.
Oh, fuck this. Oh, I think they killed one of my units because it just ran out of supply. That's bad. Yeah, that's real bad. Oh, you should
start researching a carrier.
Yeah, that'd be good to have. I think maybe we should specialize a bit.
Okay.
So like, I'm not gonna do carriers because I normally don't. They're useful. I just don't like dealing with them.
That's that.
So if you want to do that, I will focus more on like just pure firepower of ships, I guess. You know, like battleships and cruisers and yeah.
Okay, well then I will build pretty much exclusively carriers, I guess, from this point on.
You should definitely have some screens because we can't really like attach our fleets together.
Okay, so I guess destroyers.
Yeah, I think destroyers used to be and might still be the best per cost type of unit, but I would say also do like maybe something halfway between like a light or heavy cruiser. Okay. Yeah, if you have like a line of carriers, a line of destroyers, line of probably some submarines maybe as well. That's a lot right now, but like, you know, eventually we'll have more docks. So.
All right. I'm about to kick Australia out of the Yucatan Peninsula and get that airbase back. There we go.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, I'm having some issues up here in the north. Well, defensively in New England we're fine.
Yeah.
But it's these fuckers in the far north. Be real annoying. Being real annoying.
Yeah, I would definitely like to kick them out of New England, but it's hard to devote the forces everywhere. Can you hold Alaska by yourself? Because if so, I'm going to pull my cavalry out of there.
I think I should be able to. Honestly, even if I can't, it's going to take them so long to push back. So
I'm moving that cav to New England then.
Yeah, I think that's. I think that should be fine.
And then after that, I'll swing them around to Canada.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, free military factories. That's incredible. Only one. What should I build?
Yeah, what's happening here? What are these guys
probably build more fighters. Or I should actually build more bombers. For like close air support.
Yeah, close air support is good. Fighters are good.
'Cause I have one factory on bombers, or on fighters, but I want to make sure I'm keeping my air support supplies open.
Yeah.
I do still need to build so many rifles.
Uh-oh,
Okay.
they might take some of New England. That's not good. Here, maybe if you have that one that is next to those red battles, if you want to move your extra unit in, it's gonna be a little bit of micro here, I think, but
yeah,
I can move in some more as well. Yeah, the problem is my cavalry cannot really hold worth crap. My infantry can hold fine, but yeah, I definitely need more infantry now.
my cav are also not very strong. My infantry units are not very strong either.
Good thing is well, let's see. Actually, wait, so now you have your 2 in there, so I'm going to draw mine back. I just hope I don't do it too quickly. I want to make sure yours have time to engage. Okay, they're engaged. Oh, okay, it's a little iffy. I need backup there. I'm moving in there.
Rather against the line and Canada a bit.
Whew. Yeah, okay, well here, I'm gonna risk it because I should get a notification. I'm gonna risk putting all of my ones on. I had a couple guarding the ports on the East Coast, but I'm gonna risk putting them on there. It's very risky, but
Naval invasion into Yucatan again.
yeah, as long as you keep those ports manned up.
It's one cav, and all my units in the Yucatan are my good. Well, not all of them, but all of my good units were in the Yucatan. They may have. Some of them are still down here.
Yeah, then you should be fine.
But yeah, it's only one division. They shouldn't be able to get in. Although there is a unit that appears to be trying to go for this port, which was left unguarded. That was. So that would be bad.
They took a province up here in New England. That's not good. Oh, dude,
Gary wants to give me stuff? Okay.
Oh, God.
Damn. They landed in port.
Oh, no. Yeah. Yeah, it's really... Yeah, the ports are the main thing we need to watch out for. Yep.
I did fight off that other landing, though.
Yep,
Let's see,
that's good.
can I deploy airplanes here? 'Cause I should. I guess I captured some naval planes. I'll have to build those too for the carriers.
Oh, I don't like this New England thing. Oh, I just don't have enough manpower.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't even tell, like, if it's mostly French or mostly British troops. I don't know. I can't tell.
Yeah, moving through Canada is so slow too.
Okay, well, we actually... Did they let us take that one spot?
I pushed them.
Okay, cool. Okay, yeah. I really don't want them to take Quebec, but I can't really... I'm moving more units over here, but I don't think they're going to make it in time. They might. They might. I'm moving infantry in, because that's the only way I'm going to be able to hold them.
Yeah, their units in Canada are very... Or northern Canada, really poorly organized.
Yes, I'm not really worried about those guys right now.
Yeah. If
I'm
you
actually...
push with your militias, though, in that 77 battle, we might be able to win.
Absolutely, I can do that. That bumped up a bit.
Let's see.
Oh, come on, make it to Quebec. Oh, we made it. Oh, Quebec City, nice. We're going to hold the line. Not one step back.
Okay. I'm going to pull some of my cav down to this line, though.
Yeah.
Labrador.
Alright. So, you know, that's actually good. That might take some heat off us.
I hope so.
Yeah, because lots of times Britain will flood Greece with units. So, here, let me pause to think about my focus. Do you have yours too?
No.
Okay, we're off sync, I guess.
Oh, I can recruit an operative though.
Nice. Yeah, that's good.
Safe cracker. Oh, I like you.
Would it be better to anger my population but get more manpower, or get a little more manpower and not anger?
It's a good question. I don't know.
So right now,
what do I do with this guy?
Okay, so the operative. So there's a whole map mode for that. It's on the bottom right. It's the fourth one down, the I.
Okay, yeah. Should I send him to the UK to build an intelligence network?
So that can be good. You can do operations that can like steal blueprints, stuff like that. It's always fun. It's better than doing nothing, because doing nothing is like counterintelligence, and there's no way we can counter their intelligence. So
yeah, not with just the two of us.
So
right, well, I'm gonna send him to London then.
Yeah, the other thing you can do that is probably not necessary right now is you can. That's the other really useful thing. That's always a safe bet. Is if you have resistance, they can root out resistance in a large area.
Okay.
And so, like for instance, once you get all the southeast, if you put them right in like Atlanta, they'll cover like a few states worth and lower resistance from in those areas. So, yep. So that's what I would say are the good ways to use them. So, I paused it now. Actually,
I'm a little worried that I might have a rebellion happen though in like 45 days.
Oh no.
Because of a Mexico thing, not because of my resistance.
Yeah. No, I got you. Okay.
Oh, I should cancel my aluminum trades, but those factories back.
Yep.
Because I have aluminum. In like 30 days, I should be able to create 32 days. I can create a faction.
Nice. Oh, this is rough.
Yeah, it is taking a while to move down
Yep.
to the Quebec area.
So they're just pushing through.
But my Alaska cab is arriving very soon. They've been strategically redeploying, so they're moving away.
Yeah. Oh man, I just do not have enough manpower to do anything about it. I can't. Yeah, the problem is I need to be able to hold them. I need to be able to deploy more infantry.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't deploy more infantry until I have more manpower, and I can't have more manpower because I keep aiming to reinforce what I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very annoying. Okay, the north has been a little bit contained, though.
Yeah. We've certainly pushed them back quite a bit.
Okay, well, this is a problem. They have completely broken through near Boston. Okay, the AI is just completely fucking it with the front line. So I'm taking manual control here. I'm overriding your orders. Because you guys are just fucking it, absolutely. Dude, they have so many units up here. What the fuck? What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, they do.
So annoying. Oh my god.
Yeah, if I could somehow snipe that port from them, like it wouldn't. At least this one that's right next to it, so it helped a bit. Fortunately, they do still have New Brunswick.
Yeah.
Oh shit. I really hope they don't take Boston.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to prevent it as best as I can, but
yeah.
I have. What the fuck? Oh my god! They stopped strategically redeploying because something along the line got taken. That's so stupid. I hate that. What I'm hoping is that, is possibly if they maybe overextend, we could get an encirclement around them. Because I see no.
I'm actually gonna take all of my cav out of Labrador.
Yeah, that's fine. I think I can hold it. I think I can hold it. I'm not as worried.
Yeah,
about
they
that.
have one unit just taking attrition. Oh, they actually retreated. You should move up.
Yep, I was just looking at that. Yeah.
They were retreating anyway.
Yeah, they're drawing back at least. Oh, they took Boston. Fuck.
Yeah, that's bad.
Ugh! No, this is so fucking annoying. It's just because the UK is sending literally all their units here.
Yeah, like is the
So
UK not
fucking
fighting
annoying.
Germany at all?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, since we're the players, actually, would not be surprised if they weren't fighting Germany at all.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. That's just fucking...
It's just the kind of shit that the AI does in these games.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to retake Quebec.
Oh shit, they pushed me out a bit.
Nah, that's fine. It was gonna happen. At that point, there was only so much we could do.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah, my tab definitely cannot hold against this. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, there's some U.S. divisions in here too.
I know. Yeah, they have whatever they have left. And then... They're stretching themselves thinner, though. That's the one good news. Bit of good news. I'm frozen. Oh, that was weird.
Yeah, I just hit 0 manpower.
Yeah. Oh, welcome to the party. Welcome to the club. I've been a 0. I mean, it'll tick up occasionally, you know, and then go back down, and then... Yeah, the thing is, the more they spread out, the more we can hold a little bit.
The other problem I have is they don't have enough equipment to reinforce.
Yeah, and unfortunately at this point I'm burning through a lot, so I could help. Before I could help, but now I can't really, because I am also running pretty low now. Yep. Okay, and we have some rivers helping us in some spots. In other spots, they're not really doing much.
Alright, hopefully I did a bad thing. Not really. But I asked Germany to help me. And give me weapons. I asked the Soviet Union too, and they also said yes.
Yeah. The UK is pulling forces out of Labrador, by the way. I just saw them. I tried a naval invasion. It didn't work, but I got some intel, which is that they are apparently drawing forces out of... Oh, God. Oh, they just started a big push near Boston. What the hell?
Damn.
We took Quebec.
That's good. That's
yeah.
Good. They're gonna push over this river where my cat is, though. I really don't think I can stop them.
Where, in Montreal, or?
Like, no, like way south on the border, west of
Oh,
Boston.
okay.
They've got like 9 divisions attacked.
Yeah, no, it's insane. I don't know how they... Oh, God. UK! Don't you have shit to worry about in Europe?
It's 9 UK divisions.
Yeah. It's the fucking UK fucking it up. Here, let's see. That's a little ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to let Australia sit in this port, I guess, for now.
Yeah, I actually have been losing units, like, completely, because they just can't reinforce the manpower, so they just... There's no one to man it. That's bad.
I think we're gonna lose Providence.
Like,
pretty soon.
Yeah. If we need to, we can hold the port and then retreat out by sea. I don't think they have any ships around here. Apparently they do. Not a lot. It should be fine. Jeez. So fucking annoying. How's Montreal holding up? I can't actually see it.
Winning should last another 64 days.
Okay. I'm gonna send one of my infantry in there, so that should...
But, like, you know, if they were to reinforce that battle, I would lose.
Yeah.
I don't like that they seem to be reinforcing in Mexico.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I'm trying to think about, like... yeah, it's annoying. I have seen Germany AI land in the UK and take them out before, so it's not out of the question.
So we can hope.
Right now, if Germany wanted to, they could probably get naval supremacy and do it, but I don't know if they will. I have no idea if they actually will, but they probably could. Oh, we're paused.
I need like 3%, yeah. And somehow need to get 3% stability to stop this revolt from happening like 15 days. I'm not really sure how I'm going to handle it.
Hold on, let me think about it. Huh. Yeah, I don't know how to...
Let's see, are there any... Okay. Well, the problem... So I have a thing I can choose, but I'll get the stability in 30 days, which doesn't help me now.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a tricky situation.
I mean, I guess I'll click it, but, like, I really need the stability now.
Yeah.
I guess I'll find out. It's like, but in the meantime... I think something.
Oh, let's go. Okay.
The Union of American Communists.
Yeah, I like it. Okay. Here, hold on.
Alright, so now we can actually see each other.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. One thing I would say is I don't think you need all the troops on the west coast of North America.
Yeah.
Long term, probably, but like right now, I don't think the UK has like Hawaii. I guess they could invade from, but I don't know. It's always a risk, but. Oh yeah.
I guess that's fair.
But yeah, all your other units are pretty much tied up doing what they should be doing, though. Yeah.
I'll bring 2 of my big infantry brigades over here.
Okay, yeah.
Alright, and I guess I'll unpause.
Yeah, are we already called into each other's war, technically? Yes, we are. Good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I immediately saw all your troops.
Send volunteers from the Soviet Union! The Soviet Union's sending me 7 volunteers!
Yo!
If they're like 7 tank divisions, that could seriously swing things.
Yeah, totally.
Oh shit. I think we should stop this attack on these.
Why are you strategically redeploying?
Who, me?
Well, no, me.
Oh.
My guys. Strategically redeploying away from the Yucatan.
Uh-oh.
Because I changed my defense area, right? Because I got rid of some of those West Coast areas.
Yeah.
No, I need you there still.
Yeah, I would just make a new army or something. Yeah, split them off. Yeah, it's annoying though. I've had that happen.
I think I will create a front line there.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I won't do that.
How long till these forces, these Soviet volunteers? Oh, it's like 2 weeks? No, I can't wait that long. I think we should stop this attack up in the near St. Lawrence River or whatever. They already took that spot. I don't think we're gonna be taking it back. So
Okay.
yeah, we're just gonna be losing stuff for no reason. I'm gonna make sure we get the. I'm gonna maneuver things around a bit, but they shouldn't really be able to.
The Soviets sent me 5 divisions.
Oh, let's go. That's huge.
I don't know what it was about us, being
In a faction, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, no, I don't know. That's weird. Because normally they'll send stuff to Spain without them being in a faction.
Yeah.
To Republican Spain or whatever. Okay, well, they stopped their push. So at the very least we can breathe for a sec. The problem is, like, they only have one state. They have New England. It's not like they have a lot of industry that they got back. But I'd still rather not let them bring more troops over. Let's see, you got pushed out of the spot in your province. I'm just trying to get it to the point where I can have enough infantry lined up to cover the whole border. Right now, I'm like 3 provinces short. Because you can see I have infantry all along the St. Lawrence River. And then near Providence, but then there's a gap in between. Oh, these Soviets are a little over a week out. And I think they gave up on pushing Labrador.
Good.
Oh, and even if they push Labrador, it takes so long to go between provinces, and they'll suffer so much attrition that we would have time to organize, reinforcements or whatever.
Okay, I think it is time for extensive conscription.
Yeah.
To be enacted.
I am moving a few of my own divisions over to the border with you to like Texas, by the way. A few of my cavalry that I can spare in case you have a revolt. I can't spare any of my infantry, but some cav I can spare.
Yeah, I am a little worried they might take this other port of mine in the Yucatan. Especially since I am, struggling to resupply my troops.
Yeah, let me look at that. Huh. By the way, if you're one that's in Belize, if they get too low, you definitely want to...
Well, they called off that fight.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, but if they get low enough, you will want to retreat them out of there so that they don't,
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh no, they joined the Allies. Of course they did. Where are they? What the? It's Catholic Mexico this time?
Yeah, because that's who was pissed off.
Wait, what? So what the hell? They joined the Allies? That's so stupid. But they're not called into the... Wait, what? They're at war with you, but not with me. That's very strange. Call me into that war. That's very, very strange. Well, they're fascist in the Allies. Lovely. What in the fuck, dude?
Yo, where do they even take? Why? Oh, fuck. Dude,
Yeah,
this is bad. I'm gonna lose the Yucatan.
I
just took so many of my troops.
Yeah, they cut you off from there. Oh, that's...
Well, also because I lost troops.
Oh god, yeah, that's...
I lost so many troops.
Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, those revolts can be pretty bad.
I lost like 8 cav and like another 10 infantry divisions.
Oh god. Here, go ahead.
Effectively like cut my army in half.
Yeah, that's pretty brutal. Here, go ahead and call me into that though, because I can help a bit. You might as well. Like, they're already fighting everyone else or whatever. Let's see. Yeah, that's very silly.
I don't really know where to start.
I would say... Oh, one nice thing is we can see where we can both see each other's invasions and air stuff.
Yeah.
I would say...
Because I don't know where their armies are. I have no idea.
Well, you can see that there's some in the south on that border. I would say move your troops that are in the south already, at least 3 or 4, onto that border just so they can't run to your capital.
Yeah.
And then the ones in Yucatan, I don't know. You might want to actually, like, I don't even know.
I mean, I have to pull them back.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, make sure to get those 2 to the port. I would even strategically redeploy them if possible, just because otherwise they're going to get trapped. And then I would say all the units that you have on the Gulf Coast, you might want to take out of there for now. Because here's the thing: is I don't think they would invade there.
Yeah. I mean, they're no use to me there. So.
Yeah, I don't think they would. I don't think they're going to invade there because they already have beachheads that they're expanding. They might, but I think it's worth the risk. I don't know. Let's see. Well,
that's so bad.
Yeah, that's annoying. Yeah, I think I think they really want you to avoid the revolts, but sometimes it's not possible.
I couldn't. I really couldn't not avoid it.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, and I might just have to give up the Yucatan Peninsula.
Yeah. If you can at least set up those infantry in the south against that their new border down there.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Oh god, they have the whole border covered.
They have a huge army. What the fuck?
Oh god. That's some bullshit. Let's see. The good news is my Soviet volunteers are about to arrive, and yours are going to arrive soon after.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, dude.
Okay, how many... Let's see. 19... Yeah, do that. Sure. Where did these Soviet volunteers arrive? I do not see them. Where the fuck are these volunteers? Yo, where are these volunteers though? Do you see
notification that they arrived, but I'm trying to see where they are.
Do you see where they arrived?
Oh yeah, that's right. Catholic Mexico would liberate this to the United States.
Yeah.
Mine are in my capital. Yeah. Or they arrived in Veracruz for me.
What the hell? Where are these? I do not see them. I'm looking all over. I clicked out of the notification, and now I cannot see them anywhere? That's very strange.
Zoom out and look for their flag.
That's what
Oh my god, the army is actually massive. Like, I don't know where all these troops came from. This is more than I lost.
Oh god. I'm looking for the flag. I still... Oh, wait. Those are your 5. Where are my 7? Oh, wait. There's 3. Oh, okay. They're already joining my front line in the northeast. Okay. Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, we definitely describe what's happening as bad.
Yeah.
And they all have like fucking full organization and supply and gear. Like how, where, from where did they get it?
Yeah, it's pretty silly. Trying to see if I can help push in towards their capital.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I basically just don't have the forces to like
Yeah.
contain this, like at all. Also, I hate that it makes these front lines so fucking huge sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Huh. Do you think you could push and take Durango with your unit there? That unit's fairly low strength. It's, you know, it'd leave you a little out in the open, I guess, but I'm just looking at ways we could end this quickly.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna try to push. Alright, well, there's that.
Hopefully we keep those...
No, they're transferring back!
No.
Dude, they were here for like all of a week or 2.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Of course, Australia is following behind and liberating my land to Catholic Mexico.
Yeah.
As I try to
oh god.
their forces here.
Oh, let's see. Oh lord.
How is their defense so good? Like, my troops weren't that good.
Yeah. Northeast is not going much better. If you haven't looked in a while.
I haven't.
It's not going great. I just cannot hold them at all, unfortunately. Yeah, this is bad. Yeah, Germany and Italy haven't even been able to take Greece yet. What is up with the Allies this game? It's like even with losing the U.S., they're still somehow managing to survive.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Dude, UK, fuck off. Oh my god, dude. Your troops that are in like New York, if you can, just get them out of there. I would just retreat out of there, because I'm gonna have to leave there soon. I think my plan...
Damn.
Yeah, no, there's no way I can even hold anything here. They're gonna be able to take everything back. Oh, dude, what the hell?
I don't understand, man.
Yeah, part of it is just they have good quality units, and we didn't really have a lot of time to build up after, we didn't have any time to build up after taking the U.S. Okay. Lovely. Legionary Romania. I'm sure they'll be very helpful with the nothing that they're doing.
Yeah.
Alright, it looks like you at least got the south a little under control there.
Yeah, a little bit. Hopefully we'll be able to hold them here in this province, but...
I think, honestly, our best hope is if Germany somehow takes out the UK. That's not going to happen because now they're fighting the Soviets. Oh, you fucking... Oh my god. I'm so mad.
Yeah, this is bad. Like, I can't even pay attention to what's happening in northern Mexico because, like, there's just too much that I'm losing.
Yeah.
All at the same time. Alright, well, I stamped out this, I guess. Jesus Christ.
Like, Greece has units over here. What the fuck?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Oh my god, dude. Dude.
Yeah, that war between Germany and the Soviet Union did not come at a good time.
Yeah, no.
I wonder, like, should we we lose? I think now.
I don't know. I think probably.
I don't know how we come back from this.
Yeah, I think with a stroke of luck, maybe. But I think it's. I don't know. I think. Yeah, I don't know.
How are you supposed to do this without the allies getting involved?
Well,
because that's what really fucked us.
Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe I don't think you could because like the problem is I just don't think it's possible because the problem is if you go early on, it's still going to bump the world tension up by so much that it's impossible. That they won't guarantee. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything I'm not thinking about, like a way to do it. Because, like, unless there's a way to get a free war goal early on enough. Yeah. The one way we could survive here is if the UK capitulates, because that would actually just end the war. Which is also still silly, but
it's just not gonna happen. You know.
Yeah, no. Unless unfortunately I can't see if Germany's planning anything, but they're not gonna do that while they're fighting the Soviets. The Germans are probably like, oh dude, this is a great distraction. Yeah, the problem is that now the U.S. and Greece and the U.K. are flooding into northern Mexico.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so annoying. Dude. Stop, you fuckers! Oh my god. They're not even letting me escape. They have me encircled.
Why is Greece landing here?
Yeah, no, it's fucking stupid.
Greece is literally fighting against Bulgaria right now.
They're losing too. Oh god. That's so stupid. Yeah. Well, the most minor of positives has happened. I took Labrador's port, so they're out without supply. It's one small group. Meanwhile,
I'm incredibly lucky I might be able to take the Yucatan back, but they're like,
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
What do you think if you had like done one of those decisions earlier, would you been able to print the
I
thing?
was trying, but I didn't have. It was on.
Okay, yeah.
There was no way for me to have 30 days for it to complete.
I got you.
Basically, I would have had to not take certain focuses. I would have had to delay things.
Yeah, I got you.
For a while. Like we wouldn't have been able to make a faction.
Yeah, I got you. Let's see.
It's like, I don't know, maybe it would have been worth it.
It might have been, yeah. I don't know. Sometimes it's okay if there's a really important focus or a really important like decision or whatever to delay focus. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just thinking, I'm like looking at the Northeast. The only way I have any chance of doing anything is if I get a lucky break. I still have 0 manpower after everything.
I have 78,000 manpower, but like I kind of need to keep it now.
Yeah.
And it's not like I have the equipment to build new troops anyway. Jesus Christ, the interior of the Southwest is just totally fucked.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's so laggy now, too, because the Axis and the Soviets are fighting. So that's lagging everything. That's probably the main reason, if I had to guess. Oh, God. Oh, God, dude. Oh, it's... Oh, hey. You did get the Yucatan back. The one thing that's kind of keeping us afloat here is the fact that the AI is just so bad that they can't handle this much open space with no front lines, you know? Like, they're just... You can see them roaming and taking back stuff in the southwest U.S., but they're not really doing it with any rhyme or reason. They're just wandering to, like, wherever has... oh, there's one of my units. To where it's, like, not occupied currently by them. Oh, gosh darn. Germany, just send one fleet into London and you'll be good.
Right?
You'll be good. We can all get on with our lives. Oh, God.
Well, unfortunately, Belize has a port, but I have contained the UK back to Belize.
Nice. Better than nothing.
Yeah.
U.S., you're a real piece of garbage. You know that?
Really true.
No, Mexico already has units up in New York. Oh my God.
What the fuck? How?
I don't know, dude.
Like, I don't even know how, like, if we were to restart, I don't even know, like, how we really do this different. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah.
What the fuck is this front line? Holy shit! I never asked for this.
I have an idea, but I don't think it would actually work. My idea is to try to do the strat I was talking about drawing out all of their possible guarantees early on. So like if Uni, as soon as we were able to justify on anyone at all, doesn't matter who it is.
We just make the UK justify on all these people.
Yes.
Or, yeah, protect them.
People in Europe probably. That way it maybe fucks up with stuff in Europe more too as well. Like you justify on Portugal as soon as they get guaranteed cancel. Justify on Yugoslavia as soon as UK or France guarantee cancel it.
I mean,
Greece,
I'm willing
Bulgaria,
to restart because I mean,
I also think we should restart because
because I'm just like looking at the Northeast and the Southwest, and it's like we've lost.
Yeah,
and Germany at this point is losing to the Soviet Union.
Yeah, and it's like I could probably survive another 3 years of just grueling, like letting them push me back to Ottawa.
Like, even though and my problem is like, okay, I managed because of my recruitment laws coming online. Right, so I have a bunch of manpower freed up, but I haven't had any equipment.
Oh, and I'm the opposite problem. My manpower finished mobilizing, and it was still at 0. I never saw it go above 0. So literally, as soon as they were getting conscripted, they're getting sent into like.
I'm gonna exit to main menu.
Yeah.
I'm gonna host a new game. Okay, I think we learned a lot. Though.
Yeah, well, the men are just getting it's like there's your papers. Go the front lines 2 doors that two blocks that way.
Could you imagine as well being like a citizen of like Ottawa?
Oh God, yeah, no, I mean,
or not Ottawa, but like
Montreal or
like New Jersey.
Oh yeah,
it's like you're one of the few who sign up with the new Canadian force.
Yeah. It's like, oh, good God, dude. Oh, yeah. I mean, or we could just, if we don't have to do the same thing, but I kind of want to. I think it is doable.
I like the idea of it.
Yeah.
And like, and our invasion of the United States was super successful.
Yeah.
It's just the everything else. Okay, so yeah, I like the idea of trying to get the United Kingdom to not guarantee the United States.
The other thing, well, yeah, I'm just thinking about other ways to, yeah, like I don't know.
I wonder. Let's see what the internet says.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna look up as well. Because I'm sure there's ways I'm not thinking of. Ooh, huh. Well, no. Someone is saying, and I think you suggested this, justifying on the Philippines, since they're a puppet. But they might still get guaranteed by France or UK anyway, so...
Yeah, and the thing is, like, I'm not trying to avoid World War II.
Yeah.
What if we justify in the United States immediately? But it shoots the fucking world tension.
Yeah,
like
that's the problem. Yeah, that's the main problem is that they can then. Yeah, but actually, now you do bring up a good point though, which is that we can't really. They can't send guarantees till it's at least 25, which we need it to be if we want to do that strat of drawing it out too.
So yeah, we just need to make it too expensive.
Yes.
Like you said. Damn.
Which means I think to do that we're still gonna have to go later than we'd ideally want. Probably.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's not until the United States, I think, joins the war that they really start mobilizing.
Yes, until they join the war, or until we declare war on them, right? So
right, like when we declared war, they were still like, I don't know if they were still dealing with the Great Depression, but they were still, completely demobilized.
Yes, yeah, I think it's like, I think like basically the latest possible would be like mid 40. I don't know. Or
what's the penalty for having a good deficit?
What do you mean? Oh, for trade goods?
Just build slower?
Yeah, they just build slower. I normally don't. If you're missing less than one full factory's worth of 8, then I normally don't trade for it.
All right.
Yeah.
I will not.
Yeah. If it's less than 8, exception is maybe if it's steel. If you're like that low in steel, but that's not an issue.
Steel. It's aluminum and rubber.
Yeah. For those, don't worry about it. All right. Well, we're back at the start.
Yeah.
Now I know what
once again
gonna happen.
Start off building civilian factories.
Yeah.
And recruiting. We do need to do that.
Immediately delete that. No. Support equipment and artillery. Yas.
Oh, I don't even have support equipment researched.
Yeah. You know what? I should not even do artillery. Artillery are going to be useful, but I think for now, it's not. It ain't worth it. Okay, well, I guess I'm about ready to unpause because I'm not really doing much right now.
Yeah. I'm just doing my army setup a bit differently this time.
Yeah. Yeah, and I guess, early on we can go on speed 4. Or even 5 if it handles it, which I doubt it will, but...
I doubt it, yeah.
But there's no real downside, because this game doesn't really, in my experience, get desynced. It just will slow you down. Hmm. Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, so let's see. I'm gonna look up some other stuff too. Hearts for attacking U.S. as Canada. Okay. Huh. I think a lot of the stuff I'm finding online is from before Mexico had a focus tree, though. So like it was actually easier because their tree was so much quicker and simpler. They didn't have all the revolt stuff, so they would just immediately, like, you could immediately flip them fascist and then be declaring by the end of like 37, which is just not even possible.
Oh, definitely.
So
also, I don't. Yeah, you wouldn't even want to.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think the plan of drawing out their guarantees might work.
It seems like the only like option.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how else we would do it.
The problem is that they might just join anyways. But it would at least probably take them longer to do so. And that was one big problem, is they already had 2 big beachheads by the time. Yeah, by the time. And also taking another year to prepare. Or, I don't know, when did we declare last time? Was it the end of 38 or start of 39?
It was 1939.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we put it off to 39, and then
it was like April.
Yeah, and then we ended just now at like December of 40. So, so we lasted like a year and 3 months or so. Like, I don't know, getting an extra bit of time to build up more units is going to be good, I think, obviously, because, like, I think what I'm going to do this time is I'm just going to not, like, for one thing, I'm going to put some troops in Labrador, or not Labrador, Nova Scotia and New Brunswick. I do not want them taking that, because if I can prevent them...
I'm definitely going to avoid one of my rebellions by taking one of the paths that arrests this general.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start on that. Start on that path now. Because there's 2 ways to do it. You know, basically, Mexico's focus tree is broken up into, like, economics.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, military economics. And then, like, military politics on the right side, kind of.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
And you can use both of those ways to get to being fascist or whatever.
Okay.
But each way has a way to avoid that revolt, but you gotta choose one.
Yeah. So yeah, if you arrest that guy, okay, I see. It removes national spirit, caudillo tensions. Yeah. Or whatever. So
what I'm not going to do, right, is liberalize the banking sector because it's trying to be socialist and all.
Yeah. And
but
then
I can still arrest him.
What about, like, the Catholic Mexico thing? What was that from?
That's just, like, you got to balance. So I have a national spirit weak church.
Oh, I see that now. Yeah.
If it's at atheist state, then I get 150 days to either become a democratic government, get 60% stability, or get rid of atheist state.
Okay.
And what happened at the end of there was that I ran out of ways to balance it out. I could not get rid of atheist state.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I had gone back and forth a few times, right, between atheist state and weak church, but I just ran out of juggling moves.
Yeah. Here, I paused. Are you good? Oh, you got yours picked. Oh, you're probably still...
Yeah.
Are you off sync already?
Yeah, I think so, because I started with a 35 and then
Yeah.
a 35 and then another 35. So.
Yeah. I gotcha. Let's see. The good thing is, at least for like research and stuff, once you get back in the groove of the game, you kind of just remember which ones you need to be doing, and
yeah,
and it becomes more automatic.
We need world tension to hit 50 before we can justify. Because I'm not aligned.
Because we're not aligned, yes.
Once I'm communist, it'll be different.
Yes, but then again, the other thing though is, of course, that when we are communist, and let's see, the world tension still has to be 25 for anyone to guarantee, I believe. So
okay, well, it won't take long once we start justifying.
Yes, exactly. Although the thing is,
Italy can conquer Ethiopia, nobody cares, but Mexico wants to invade the United States, and suddenly it's a big deal.
Yeah. Well, you know what the funny thing is, like, so actually Italy taking Ethiopia actually lowered the world tension. Finishing wars lowers it. And since
it's true, because now there's no longer a conflict.
Yeah, and the Ethiopia one is one that starts in progress, so it just went down. That's funny, yeah. But yeah, so I think the plan should be actually, I think we should try to fuck things up in Europe, but I'm not sure how.
Yeah, neither do I. Rather, I don't know either.
I think we should try to... The ideal would be... So, like, the Axis... It's like a love triangle. The Axis and the Allies are going to fight. The Axis and the Soviets are going to fight. What we want to do is we want to try to get that third leg in there. If we could get the Soviets fighting against the UK...
Yeah.
That would be incredible. Like, at first, nothing would happen for a while. But... eventually, it would start draining the resources and stuff,
I mean, one way we could do it is to join the Comintern.
I was thinking about that, but I feel like that's kind of lame. I like our idea. I was thinking, if we can get guaranteeing people early enough, or, making it so they guarantee, like guaranteeing Finland, getting the UK to guarantee Finland. I don't know if that would work. I think it might not.
To try it.
Yeah. Well, so again, it's going to be a while until we can actually do it. But the other thing is, I think the reason last time that we found out that, like, when you the U.S. it had an insane spike in world tension, right? It was like 50%, and the reason why is because they're a major power. I think it's based off of the size of the country. So, like, if we could artificially bump up world tension if we started fabricating on, Poland or Italy or France or whoever. Yeah, we're gonna Henry Poo. Well, we're not gonna guarantee Finland. We're gonna try to get Finland guaranteed by the UK. So that they join the Allies, and then it fucks up the Soviets, and then the Soviets and the Allies fight, and then Germany might kill the Allies faster. There's a whole chain reaction that we would hope for.
Yeah, basically, Henry, we did this before, twice now, different ways, of trying to take on the United States without having to fight the UK. Ultimately, the UK being involved has fucked us in the end both times.
Yes, we have... So, like, basically, as soon as we declared and then the US joined the Allies, basically the UK flooded North America with too many troops. Yeah, we're going to do the same thing. We're trying the same thing as last time.
Yeah, so what you missed is we picked up what we were doing last time. And, like, we just could not contain the Allies in the Northeast United States, and they were really just steadily taking that. And then I had a rebellion pop, Catholic rebels, and that they joined the Allies immediately, and that was game over. Basically.
Yep, because then basically like half of, or no, it was like a third of Mexico still. Like a third of Mexico was now part of the Allies, and then all those ports They started flooding troops in there, so all of the Southwest was just covered in fucking Allied troops.
Yeah.
And
It was super cool.
it was, yeah, very silly. Here, I'm gonna be right back. I should be back soon. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to figure out if I could become independent quicker as well. That's one thing I could do that might be good.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Right, what I did this time as well is I built a intelligence agency immediately.
Yeah, I think that's honestly a good idea. Yeah. I literally cannot because you have to have 5 factories.
Oh yeah, I started with more than 5 at least.
Yeah, I only have 2 free right now. Oh.
And you know what? I guess I'll start building an intelligence network in Washington.
Yeah, I think that works. Also, another really good thing, by the way, I don't know if you had this happen to you last time, but like if you have your cipher broken.
No, never happened.
Okay, so on the list of upgrades, there's the Cryptology Department.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do it, they're pretty expensive, but if you can do a bunch of that, then you can basically break their ciphers. You can be working on a bunch of people at a time or just one, and it just takes longer if you do more than one. Once the cipher's broken, you can then activate a bonus at any point in time. You can like hold on to it for a while if you want. But you can activate a bonus where for 30 days, which is a good amount of time, you get like pretty decent bonuses. Like it's like a plus 15% to all your attacks, like plus 50% planning speed. It's a bunch of positive bonuses to all aspects, naval invasions, air stuff. And so and then for 30 days, you have these bonuses, and then after that 30 days, you have to re-break their cipher because they, put new codes or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
And so that is very useful. The problem is if you only have like one upgrade to cryptology, it'll take like 900 days to break the cipher. But then for everyone after that, it'll go quicker to the point where eventually it'll be like 90 days and then you break the cipher. So like one at every 4 months can have the bonus basically.
Oh, I need 2 operatives to do all this stuff.
Yeah, to get
2 operations.
Yeah, and to get 2 operatives, then you just need more upgrades. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Okay, yeah. So I was gonna look at how can I become independent quicker.
I mean, they kind of had cryptology before me, but it was all in the intel tree, and it was all kind of
yeah, and it's nothing like the Hearts of Iron 3 cryptology or intelligence intel. Which
they do sort of have it. Like, it's not kind of. Oh no, they just actually totally removed the cryptology stuff from the engineering tree.
Yeah. Let's see. So Overlord, lend leasing to subject lend leasing to Overlord. Could I lend lease the UK? I know they need it. Subject exporting, I can't control that. Attaches. Lease. If they built in my land, but they're not going to do that. Even if they did, honestly, I'll take it. War score, that's not going to happen right now. So I guess I could lend lease. That's about it. Do you want my lend lease, UK? And I can't even start to send them a lend lease.
That's funny.
I can't. Yeah, no, I can't. So that's on a timer, and I think last time it took until like July of 38. So that's literally. I'm just gonna. I can look. Let's see. It's about 370. Oh, it's only a year out. Never mind. It was July of 37, I guess. Okay. Well, good to know. Yeah, no, Mackenzie King. That he is a pretty well-known name, I guess. So I definitely recognize it, and I don't know a lot of Canadian history or names. Are you just talking about in general though? But no, I definitely recognize this guy's name as well though. Who's the most famous Canadian leader, do you think?
I couldn't name this.
Let's see. There's oh, what's his face?
Like I can imagine some Justin Trudeau. I can name him.
Yeah,
'cause he's the current prime minister.
and then his dad was also, but I don't remember his dad's name except it's Trudeau. Yeah, Queen Elizabeth, exactly. It's technically, you know. I mean... Like, so when did Canada officially gain independence? Wasn't it in, like 33 or something? Like, 1933? It was something... Like, there was different gradations where in, like, the 1870s, I think they had, like a referendum on it. But then they were still Commonwealth. They just weren't as close. And then in like I think it was like in the 30s that they officially became like a separate political entity. But even still, they still have like, you know, the Queen on their money and stuff.
Yeah. Well, she's still technically their head of state.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like, but it's more ceremonial, obviously.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
So, yeah, it's weird. They still have Commonwealth status. Yeah, but does that mean like... Well, like, what does that mean, though? Because, like, Commonwealth... like, is Belize still in the Commonwealth? Is Jamaica?
Jamaica, I think, is a crown holding of the Queen. I'm not quite sure what...
Is, like, you know...
I don't know if Jamaica's in the Commonwealth. They might be a different status.
Yeah, like, that's what I mean, though. There's, like, a bunch of different statuses where it's, like, a crown territory versus a Commonwealth or, like, a semi-autonomous, you know... Alright, well, like, what about Bermuda? Like, what's the deal with Bermuda now? And, like, all the other islands in the Caribbean.
Yeah, so Jamaica is a constitutional monarchy under Elizabeth II.
Okay.
But they were granted independence from the United Kingdom in 1962.
Yeah, but that's what I mean, though. Like, so they're granted independence, but they're also not independent. Like, they're, right. I mean, yeah, it's...
They have a governor general, just like... So maybe they are part of the Commonwealth.
Yeah, that's what I'm confused about. Is like, because I know they're obviously independent governing, but the Commonwealth, being part of the Commonwealth, doesn't really, I guess, have to do with that. Also, I like how Belize isn't even called Belize; it's just called British Honduras. Even though it has no border with Honduras. There must be a historical reason for that. Maybe Honduras refers to the general region. I actually don't know.
Trotsky has come to Mexico?
Oh, yeah! Yeah, no, that'll happen.
Oh, yeah, there's like a focus that I can take that I can only take if he's the president.
Yeah.
I don't know. What did I select? I have no idea what answer. There were 3 options. I don't know what I pressed.
Matt, we don't call them the Falkland Islands here. We call them Las Malvinas.
Maybe it just timed out and like nothing happened.
It might have. Well, normally in Paradox games it takes like the top option, right? I don't know. Next thing you go for.
Top option was we are not Stalin's puppets.
But no, Matt, I made a joke because
that's
okay.
Stalin doesn't like me because of Trotsky. But what did I get out of that? Let me pause and look at
Yeah. That sounds good.
I need to know what that means.
Well, no, so Matt, I said Las Malvinas because that's the Spanish name for the Falklands, and well, you know, like with Argentina and all that. I can't do shit. I can't do shit. I guess I'll do this.
He doesn't appear to be maintained. Okay. Whatever. I'll just unpause. Oh, I got him as a potential chief of army.
Oh, is he good?
Advisor. 12% division organization and plus 0.1 daily communism support, which
that's all right. I don't know.
I will probably take.
Yeah.
Because I want the early communism support.
Yeah. Here, you can bump the speed up.
Oh, yeah, I must have done that automatically.
Yeah, I think like if you were alt tabbed out, sometimes it does that.
Oh, I wasn't alt tabbed. I was on my phone. Which I hate looking stuff up on my phone. But I didn't feel like alt tabbing.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh.
All of my research so far has gone into industry and computing.
Yep. Yeah. Same.
Which I'm sure is not at all historical.
Let's see.
Well, I did successfully avoid that revolution.
Ah, nice. Okay, the first one.
So now I just need to find a way to get my stability above 60% and stable above 60%, so that I can avoid the other one.
Yeah.
While maintaining a communist state, or like an atheist state.
It's gonna be
atheist state gives me a
tricky.
production bonus.
Yeah. Okay. Whew, let's see. Yeah, my stability is very high, but that's before I break free of my mother country and then become communist within the course of like a month.
Mine's 34%.
34% communism?
No, stability.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. So you have more recent political turmoil.
My base stability appears to be like 27%.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm just gonna move my way toward becoming communist.
Mm-hmm.
but not through the army path for now, because the army path has a lot of
What if you know one thing I also learned last time, Cuba strat does not work well.
No, it did not mean anything at all. So we don't have to do that.
Yeah, the one benefit it did have is that it let me do my focuses I couldn't do otherwise, but it was not worth it.
Why did Cuba join the Allies, by the way?
It was because technically... It was because they're democratic, and...
Oh.
Yeah, like if
So
I had done it
what
on...
you should have done was declared war on, like, Nicaragua.
Yeah, that's what I was, yeah, I was thinking, like, Nicaragua.
I was, like, trying to find a non-aligned country. Like, all the countries in the Caribbean are
Yeah, but I also don't know if... They might still join as Nicaragua, I don't know. When we were talking about Venezuela, there's no way I could beat Venezuela.
Oh, no.
They're... Not that they're that strong, but, like, landing there and stuff, it wouldn't be feasible.
They have 6 to 9 available manpower, so, like, if you could get there, you could probably beat them.
Yeah.
6 to 9,000, rather.
Yeah. They might join the Axis, though. Well, as we saw last time...
that's the worry. It's like, that's why I didn't suggest the Dominican Republic, because they would probably join the Axis.
Yeah. No, I don't know, though. Like, that strat might... It might be okay, but...
Yeah.
I can't do that at all until I'm not a subject anymore. And once the war started, the risk of them actually joining goes way up.
Mm-hmm.
If there's an ongoing war, that's one of the factors. And that's why going to war with the U.S. early is good, but the problem is, well, everything. So I guess I guess we're shooting for this time 1940-ish?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, like the earliest.
Yeah. Cuz it so last time I think yeah. I don't know if they'll join the Allies or not. If there's no guarantee. If there's a guarantee, obviously they will, but
I would have to hope that they wouldn't.
I think worst comes to worst, what we could do is if we get to that point and they guarantee oh, it went back down to speed too. I must be lagging out. If they get guaranteed by the UK or France or whatever anyways, I think maybe then we try the Philippines strat.
What do you mean?
We could
declare war in the Philippines?
Yeah.
Because that would bring the United States in.
But it wouldn't be declaring on them.
But they are a puppet though, which is a bit different.
Yeah, I still think it would work. The problem is that they might also just... The Philippines might get guaranteed. But at that point... yeah, that would be last resort. In order of... Like, the order of operations here is... 1, fabricate on a bunch of European miners to try to draw out all those guarantees. Mm-hmm. Number 2, after we think that we've drawn out enough, and the way you can tell is if you let a justification go for like halfway and they still haven't been guaranteed, that means that the Allies are probably starting to run out of steam. They don't have enough political power, or they don't have enough yet. You wait a little longer just to be safe, and then you cancel that and then start on the U.S. I don't know. It's, anyways. It's blue, not red anymore. Yeah, we restarted VOT because it was obvious we were going to lose. It might have been drawn out, but we were definitely going to lose.
Yeah, it might, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it would really been drawn out. They very clearly broken out of the Northeast.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They were down to Virginia.
they were in West Virginia, and they were punching for everywhere.
I also really enjoy that in this strange timeline, West Virginia doesn't exist.
Yeah, it's all just Virginia.
Like, what was the decision making there?
Well, also, New England is just one state. There's no Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine,
Oh, that's true.
Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts. Those are all one. They've all been rolled back into the fold. Let's see. There's other ones like that too, I think.
I'm sure the Mexican states are also not accurate.
Yeah.
At least not totally.
Delaware, not a thing, but that makes sense. I don't know.
I mean,
it's part of Maryland. Wait, where's Delaware? Yeah, right here.
yeah,
right?
Delaware's just like
It's the eastern half of that peninsula, right?
Yeah.
And then in let's see, in U.4, I think it is. South Carolina is part of the Georgia state. Even though it makes less sense than putting South Carolina with North Carolina. Not just because they're both Carolinas, right? That's one thing. But from a geographical perspective, South Carolina and Georgia have a very well-defined border, the Savannah River.
Yeah.
Like South Carolina and North Carolina's border has no defining things.
Basically doesn't exist.
Yeah. There's like a little bit of it that has like a small mountain range.
Yeah.
But like the Georgia one has an actual like geographical boundary, so it makes less sense. Anyways, let's see. I'm looking at the map now. No, it went back down to speed 2. What's up with
Yeah,
that?
it's been doing that.
Yeah, seems like it can handle it for a while. Like they even, but yeah, I mean that's funny. They even have South Dakota and North Dakota as separate states, yet Delaware or Connecticut aren't their own states. Oh man.
I need so much inventory.
See, what about Canada? Problem is, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if I can, without looking at the map first, if I can name the Canadian. There's 11 Canadian provinces and territories. Let's see. Let's see if I can go through. So you got Ontario, you got Quebec, you got Saskatchewan, Alberta, British Columbia. It's 5. Yeah. Okay. You got New Brunswick. You got Newfoundland. You got Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island. I don't remember if Labrador is technically its own thing.
Isn't it something and Labrador?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it's something and Labrador. Then you have like the is it called the Northwest Territories?
I think so.
Or the Northern Territories?
Or is that Australia?
No, they definitely have a Northern Territories, but I don't remember what the exact name of it.
Okay.
Let's see. What did I miss? Manitoba? I missed Manitoba, but that puts it at 12. Was I wrong about the number of things? Hang on, let's look it up. Canadian provinces and territories. Let's see. So it's, oh wow, okay. There's more territories and stuff than I thought. Okay, so I got most of them right. It's Newfoundland and Labrador. They're both together. That's it. And then there's Nunavut and Yukon, the Yukon Territory and Northwest Territories. Those are the other two I missed. Okay. Oh, it says we're paused. I think it.
Oh wow, we went all the way down to speed.
Yeah, I think my internet might be having issues because you've also been like kind of not cutting out, but a little robot-y, and it's definitely on my end.
I see.
It's definitely on my end, but it's workable.
Yeah, you like. You're like 3 hours behind.
Oh god. Yeah. Is OBS even working? Yeah, it's working. It's
Yeah. Just mixed up.
Oh god! Warp speed.
Yeah, you caught up when I unpaused. Oh, I paused it again.
I paused it. Because it it went through like 3 days in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, I paused it because I was looking at it tick up how many hours you were behind, so I paused it.
Yeah, that was weird. I think my internet just, or one of our internets, I don't know, had a spike or something. That's weird. Let's see. Okay, here, I'll be right back. Okay.
You're catching up right now.
Oh god. That's so weird. Yeah, hold on. Let me look at someone real quick. I'm trying to... Yeah, we'll see if maybe it works a little better now. Yeah, being like a couple hours behind is fine. But it's...
Yeah. It's when it hits, when it keeps going up.
Let's see.
Yeah. As soon as I speed 3, you start falling behind.
The what?
As soon as I press speed 3, you started falling behind.
Yeah. It's very strange. Yeah, I'm wondering... I don't know which end it's on. Ooh. Let's see. I'm trying to... Yeah, I don't know which end it's on. It's probably on my end.
It could be like a mix of things.
Yeah.
We might just have to be okay with speed 2.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not too slow, but obviously, when we're not doing much, it's a little...
Yeah. I'm trying to think how I should set up my cavalry divisions this time. I think I kind of want to change that too.
So far I've made just no changes.
Yeah. I think what I will do is I'm gonna have my cavalry be. Last time I cut them down from 3 brigades or whatever down to 2, and I don't know. It definitely made them weaker, right? So at the end, when I was trying to hold stuff, they were just not able to at all.
Right.
And the difference between 4 combat width and 6 is not huge, but maybe I think I'm gonna leave it. It means I'll have like slightly less units, but they'll be slightly better. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm doing the same, although my cap start at 6.
Yeah. Yeah, Henry Poo. I mean, normally I don't use cavalry, but the thing is, to beat the U.S.,
You move fast.
yeah, we basically, last time, the way we were able to beat them is we just took so many points and had so many units that they couldn't defend everything.
Yeah, and ran circles around their troops to crush, starve them, basically.
Yep. Yeah. Well, Henry Poo, the problem is if you try to just go full on quality, they're just eventually going to start outproducing you. I don't think that actually works very well.
Yeah,
in the current iteration.
More people than us.
Yeah, in the current iteration of the game, I don't think that's as possible as it used to be.
Like, the United States is currently on a disarmed nation, right, to the lowest amount of recruitable population possible.
Yeah.
However, manpower is double mine.
Yeah.
They also have 190 factories.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Which is really the big problem, because and almost all those right now are devoted to civilian construction stuff.
Yeah.
They have way more devoted to building, because they're building a lot faster than poetry now.
Yeah.
And they can switch those over to military faster, which means they're going to be building a lot more rifles and everything else as soon as they're at war.
Yeah.
To put it in perspective, I have 9 total factories.
Yeah, well, I mean, Soviet Russia, the problem is that Soviet Russia, when they're fighting you, has a lot more units already in fighting condition already as well, I'm pretty sure. Soviet Union gets their bump a little sooner. Well, I don't know.
Well, he means to beat the Soviets. So, you just... but that's, also the only strategy is Finland. You can't...
Yeah, you can't actually push, yeah.
But, it's the United States, I don't know if... we could go into a war and maybe hold them off on Mexico's border. Probably not Canada's border.
No.
But the thing is, even if we're holding them off on Mexico's border, eventually they're also going to develop a huge air force and a huge navy, and we're never going to overcome that.
Yeah.
Oh, we're paused.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, also, your voice has been, slowly degrading.
Oh, no.
like you're going into the void. I don't know what's up with it. I don't know if it's on my end or your end. Because I would expect to see my stream having issues and it hasn't, but at the same time, it might just be the game. And I don't know. Well, but Discord too, I don't know.
Yeah, it could be on my end.
Let's see. Okay. Yeah, bumped us back down to speed 2.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't know. Do you want to try to maybe reboot or something real quick? Reboot the game? I don't know.
I don't know if that would really fix anything.
Yeah. I was thinking I might be able to reboot my internet, but that would take 4 or 5 minutes, so.
Yeah, not worth it.
Let's see. Apparently I could invite German or Italian scientists to come to my country.
How do you do that?
I don't know. I guess it's a special thing for Canada, I guess. I don't know.
It's like in your diplomacy options?
It's under decisions, yeah. And,
Oh, decisions.
yeah,
Okay.
and it would raise my research speed, but it would lower my stability.
It's by how much?
It'd be plus 5% research speed, which is pretty good, but and then minus 5 stability, which for me is alright, but it also costs 100 political power. And that's a good bit for me, so...
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I've been spending some political power here and there.
Yeah.
But mostly on advisors. And I made Brazil and I'm making Argentina like me. So that maybe I can invite them to my faction later.
Yeah. Yeah, you can still influence people's politics, but you have to have the operatives for it.
I'm probably not going to do that.
Yeah, it takes a long time. Eventually, once we have a faction, though, one of us can become the spy master, and they can have, if you're the spy master, and you have a bunch of people in your faction, you can have, I think it counts puppets for that. You can get up to like, 6 operatives. And so at that point, what you can do is you can with a country like Brazil, if you put like 2 of those operatives building a spy network, or intel network, you have to have the intel network to be able to do the boost ideology. But if you had like 2 building the network and then the other 4 all boosting the ideology, you could probably flip them in like a year. So, yeah. But yeah. Let's see. Here, what if I try to do something?
I haven't been able to build a single unit yet because I don't have enough equipment. Like I could deploy them, they would have no weapons.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what would be good here. Probably infantry. Yeah. Let's do that. How long till I have 10 army XP? Not too long. Yeah, the one, like the second advisor I got was like my military theorist guy. That way I can get some free XP. Start changing some units up a little bit. I don't even know what I'm gonna do though. I guess probably a recon detachment would be good. Yeah, recon definitely be.
So there are specific national focuses that I have to take that will make having an atheist state provoke a rebellion. Right now I'm sitting at atheist state, but I haven't taken any of those.
Yeah.
So there's many focuses that would push me towards the atheist state, and they can. right now, I guess.
I got
So
you.
that I don't like screw myself later.
Yeah. Let's see.
Well, I'm 25.6% communist.
I am 40%.
Damn,
But
that was really fast for you.
yeah, I get something. Well, if you look at my country, look at the communist ideals national spirit. It's
Yeah, that helps.
Yeah, it's not only is it plus zero point 0.2 a day baseline for communists, it's also lowering democracy, which some of that actually goes into fascism, but then some of it goes into communism. So
Yo, I just looked at the Great Depression national spirit for the United States.
it's pretty nasty.
They have it way worse than you.
Yes, they do. Yep, that's the good thing. Is that it's not as bad for me, but yeah. Okay, let's do a cavalry recon. Yeah. And then train more cavalry. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, either you and me. Something about one of our connections is just janky today.
Yeah. Oh. How many rifles do you make per day?
25.
Holy shit.
How many do you make?
8.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna stop making.
To be fair, I have 4 factories working on just that.
I have 1. I only have 3 military factories to start.
Yeah, I have 5. I guess I have more civil, or you have more civilian ones, but I have more military ones, I guess.
Yeah. Alright.
Oh god. Your voice is cut it out really bad now.
Oh no.
Or like sometimes it's fine, and then other times it's like super robot man.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I don't know. So couple weird things. For one, I feel like by this time last time the Aragon rebellion had broken out, but
I think so. I also feel like a lot more had happened in Europe, and it's not.
Yeah. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe it's
But
just
I
because
don't
we're
know.
going slightly slower, I don't know. But I feel like
Maybe.
it popped by this time last year. I don't know. Last time. Hmm. Hmm.
Well, I have 100% spy network in, or network strength in Maryland.
Nice. Hmm.
And Pennsylvania and Virginia.
Yep.
Or
Yeah.
she can build it.
Yeah, it spreads to surrounding areas. Yeah. Oh, there it
There it
goes.
is.
Hmm. Spain's holding on, but
I mean,
it's gonna change
yeah, but
now.
they had troops up there in Aragon, and they lost them.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were fighting on the border too.
Yeah. Let's see. Hmm. Ugh. Is it still bumping it down to speed 2 when we go up?
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Unfortunately,
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it would be worth it to try to restart. I don't know. Or reload or
I mean, we
something.
could give it a shot, I guess.
Yeah.
And this game boots pretty quick, so
Yeah. Yeah. I think we should try it. 'Cause I don't know. It seems like it's going very,